if you'd first explain what positioning is, and then if you would please indicate how an artist breaking into the music industry might, think about using the concept.
Okay. Well, positioning is, I always break it into two components to make it really clear, and my metaphor is the lock and the key. So the lock is the target market segment with the unfilled need that you identify, and the key is you're going to create an image of your product that fills that need better than anybody else, better than your competitors. In other words, a do not duplicate key that can't be easily copied.
Okay.
So we have a lock, which is the target audience with the unfilled need, and we have the key, which is the image that you're going to create of your product to fill that need better than anybody else. And that's the way I would define positioning.
Okay.
So it's really an image. So how would bands incorporate this, or groups? They would focus on the uniqueness, and they would market that. And they would go after the target audience that's looking for that. And they would match up with their target audience.
Okay.
So if you're going to be a goth group, then you're going to, go after the goth target audience. If you're going to be a rapper, then you're going to go after the rap target audience. If you're going to be a R&B artist, you go after the R&B audience.
And figure out what's unique within that.
Right.
Okay.
And then the artists that get really big take that, what I call the lock, and wind it out. So, in the music business, they call that a crossover artist, and the crossover is getting it into the more pop area. So, Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 went from R&B into more pop to widen out the lock to appeal to a wider audience.
Sure.
A lot of jazz musicians have done that, So Herbie Hancock was kind of a straight-ahead jazz artist, and he found out that if we get more into the pop area, or George Benson, then we can get a wider lock and appeal to a wider audience.
Okay. And the last thing on positioning is, a lot of people don't understand that your position and how sort of the vision you create for your fan, or the window in that sort of prospect's mind, could not necessarily be the style of music. It could be something else, right? Something else in which they remember you that makes you unique.
It could be your clothes.
Could be your clothes.
Look at Liberace would be the clothes, or Elton John with the glasses, and, and Lady Gaga, of course, her costumes are a big part of her persona.
Could it be an activity? For example, you're known for being the nut, or the drunk, or the Jimi Hendrix lighting the guitar on fire. Could that sort of?
Well, yeah. What the Who used to destroy their instruments at the end of the concert, right?
So in essence, that's a position,
it could be a gimmick.
right?
It's like anything.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.